Hey, thanks for dropping by to the Planners on Purpose podcast, created by Naomi Tucker, CMP. Now, this space is for the event planners to encourage and empower you so that you can fully live your life on purpose. So before we dig in, please take a moment to subscribe so you get future shows. Now, here she comes, your host, Naomi.
Well, hi, this is Naomi Tucker with the Planners on Purpose podcast. I hope you're doing well today and that you're living a life that you absolutely love and you're doing that on purpose. Welcome to the podcast. I'm excited to be here today. I'm able to sense that people are starting to get just things in place, their plans in place. Perhaps you're trying to get your plans in place for this year, set some intentions, and I hope that's going well for you if that is happening. I wanted to talk a bit about the Certified Meeting Professional designation, if it is something that you want to go for this year, because it is quite a wonderful goal to put in place for yourself. If you haven't obtained your Certified Meeting Professional designation, I would say it is a great goal to have. And for those that perhaps are wondering what that designation is, and if it is a designation that is for them, that they should look to do, hopefully this podcast episode will shed a little light on that very thing. For those that do not know me, my name is Naomi Tucker. I am a strategic events consultant, burnout prevention coach, and I help you to live a life without stress and help you live more and lead a life you love. I help you drop burnout like a bad habit and step out of the chaos and more into the calm. So that is what I'm here to help you do. And if this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome, and welcome to those that have been here before. And again, we're talking about, is the CMP, the Certified Meeting Professional designation, is that for you? Now, this designation is one of the most important designations in the event industry. And I may be biased, but it is one of the first. I believe it is the first meeting designation that has been out there. And it definitely is a prominent meeting professional designation if you're looking to obtain one. And if we're here at the top of the year, and let's say you're looking at establishing goals, perhaps the Certified Meeting designation is something that you have had your eye on. Now, like I said, this designation has been around for a while. It's been around for way over 30 years, and it's been created for and by other industry professionals, which is great. I love that about it. It's not created by just some random people that don't really know the industry, right? It's created by other event in industry professionals. It's been tested, it's been pruned, it's been updated, reviewed regularly by many amazing individuals that kind of sit on governance committees to make sure that the examination is actually at its best standard. And they really care about what goes into ensuring that the designation continues to be the badge of standard of excellence in the event industry. So that is what it is. It is definitely for meeting professionals to show that they have a level of experience and a level of knowledge in the meeting and event industry. Now, you might be wondering what the benefits are. So besides the fact that it is a very stable meeting designation, another benefit is that getting this designation is really learning the language of events. You're learning the language that the whole industry speaks. Now, you may think that you possibly already know that. You already know most of the language that's out there. You've planned events all of the time. How could this be different? You may be right, especially if you've been in the industry for quite a while, but it's great to be able to know much of the language and much of the calculations and the methodology that exists behind planning events. Many do not have all of that information because there's so many great structure within our industry. We have great venues. We have wonderful planners and managerial structures that's all set up to help ensure that we succeed, even if we don't know how to calculate how much space is between an LCD projector and a stage, or how many banquet rounds fit in a room based off of the square footage. Many of those things are already pre-built in for us. However, there's certain knowledge that this particular designation is going to help you be able to do, to be able to have that formula and the process for figuring things like that out. And that's pretty exciting because not everyone is taught, unless they go to a higher education, colleges that teach these particular concepts and calculations. And many of these venues, when they take a look at the Certified Meeting Professional designation, they actually rate it as a master's degree in events management. So putting in the study, putting in the work in order to get this designation is huge for you and how it looks in your career. Not to mention the EIC, which is the Event Industry Council. They are the organization that actually puts on this examination, and they hold this designation. They actually hold the line for all the other industry organizations when it comes to setting a standard in the event industry as it relates to this Certified Meetings Professional designation. So learning the language is super valuable, and it's going to be valuable for years to come because it flows through all of the other major industry organizations, which then looks to the EIC for their guidance and direction in that set standard. Now, also, there are salary and promotional benefits. There's also visibility benefits. Basically, amongst peers, there's this level of camaraderie that is there because to those that have this designation. When we see someone that has their CMP, we probably know what they've been through in general. We know they filled out the application, and that application is not for the faint of heart. And we know that they've studied and probably have waited anxiously for taking the test, learned about the results, and maybe shared the results with other people. It's an experience that ends up being a bonding experience. So when you do have your CMP, you find that there is a level of camaraderie amongst peers, and maybe you even can connect with others based off of the experience that you have had. There's also salary benefits. Those that have a CMP earn on average $10,000 more than other non-certified event professionals, which is pretty exciting as well. And when you do have your CMP, you have more of an opportunity for a boost on certain roles. So if you're looking to get a promotion, perhaps even getting your CMP can help you get that promotion. Or employers usually look at someone with that certification with an advantage. If you go out on LinkedIn or go out on Indeed or any of these job sites, you might see some of these positions that might say having a certified professional designation is mandatory, right, for certain positions. So that is something also that can help you to be able to get your foot in the door at some organization that you possibly want to work at in the future. So that's a really great benefit. Now, I talked about camaraderie and how it is a bonding experience, and that definitely can be, especially if you do something like a study group in order to get your CMP. One of my previous podcasts, I shared my CMP journey, and I can go ahead and link that in the description if you want to go ahead and listen to it. But I took a weekend and I did a CMP study group. They did study groups in Chicago at that time, and this was back in the day when there was not necessarily too much online things going on, but we all met in person, and it was the best thing that I've ever done. I met and was able to connect deeper with other people. I saw people that I knew. I saw new people that we're still friends to this day, all bonded by that CMP study group experience. So I would just encourage you that if you are looking to get your CMP and you're ready to go, maybe you filled out your application, you're accepted, and you're doing some studying, or you would like to get into that, this type of experience you can also have at Planners on Purpose. Because I had such a great just a great experience with that study group. I wanted to bring that to other people. So Planners on Purpose has an upcoming CMP study group, January 15th, and it goes on for 5 weeks. It's a really nice program that's going to be able to help you to casually learn, meet new people, gives you more time to absorb the information, learn, and connect with other event professionals. So if you want to learn more, visit the link in the description or just go to plannersonpurpose.com/CMP. And I hope that I will be able to see you in one of the upcoming study groups. The CMP, as far as additional benefits and why you should get a certified meeting professional designation, is it can, again, give you more credibility in your career and in your business. So we talked about it might give you a boost for certain roles, help you be looked at with advantage for specific jobs. But if you're an entrepreneur, the CMP will help you showcase that you have a specific level of knowledge, the common concepts and the standards of the event industry. And that's really important too, especially if you're looking to step out and do something new, have your event planning business and show that you can and show that you know what you're talking about. Having that designation helps just to put it on paper and have a designation to showcase what that experience is. If you're interested in getting your CMP, there's 2 things that you would need to do. You need to complete an application to demonstrate your eligibility, and then you need to successfully pass the written examination. That's it. To learn more, I suggest you go to the EIC, which is the Events Industry Council website. They are the owners of the CMP examination. And if you're looking for support in studying for the CMP, as I mentioned, the Planners on Purpose CMP study groups can help. I hope this episode inspired you to get your CMP. Until next time, I just would say, stay on purpose.
Well, that wraps it up for this episode. If you enjoyed the conversation, hit the like button and tell us how much you enjoyed the show by leaving a message in the comments. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.